Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to lead with a little core exercise. I'm latched onto the gate or whatever you want to call that, and I'm balancing between my glutes and my feet. That's how I'm not falling off. And here I'm hitting my obliques. We're going to try to go through the motion slow and rotating. That way we target our obliques. We're working our back, we're working our core. And we stay kind of active, so there's no moment where we get to relax through the movement because I have to keep myself up. I really like these. Next, I'm going to do some bridges. I didn't want to come all the way down, hence the weird way of getting down, but I wanted to get a little stretch on the abs too. All right, so make sure that your feet end up digging into the box if you use a box. And then we thrust, but we go all the way up. It gives you a little bit more range of motion versus like a low bench. So I think I did a total of 10. Notice that my core gets engaged, my lower back, my hamstrings, and depending, I think a little bit of glute gets activity, but it's primarily hamstring. These are starting to hurt already. So I like to do one leg at a time. If you train one leg, you got to train the other and then train them together. It's just something I always do. Notice how engaged my core has to be at my back. All right. I think it's like 10 on each leg. Make sure you're breathing through the motion. Remember that there's no rush. Actually, the slower you go on any exercises, the better off you are because you'll build more strength. And in some instances, you put on a little bit of muscle mass. So, holding myself up. This is actually better if you have a band. So if you have a band for your workout, make sure that band is around your thighs. But this still hurts. Breathing, relaxing. Okay. Little stretch before we go into the next exercise. I hope those of you at home that are trying this, give it your best. I was just freestyling some movement. I want to come up with new ways to target my full body, make the best of the time that I have in the gym. This is one leg at a time. This is still isolated. Look, wasn't really sure what I had going on here, but I know my core felt active. It was starting to hurt. Not starting, it hurt the whole time, actually. Other side. All right. Clearly, I got a little confused as to what I was doing before. But you guys get the idea. Do what I did in the first motion. Wow. I was really confused. Do what I did in the first one. Here I am. I'm just stretching out my back because I get tight in my back. I have a few slip discs that sometimes get active, so I'm very cautious when I do exercises that engage my back. And here we're just doing a basic crunch. Putting my legs into that diamond shape makes the lower part of your abdomen stay engaged. It's a perfect way to shape that inner core set. So give it a try. You should be doing at least 10. Make sure you're breathing through it. I like to really raise my ribs off the ground. It's the thing that I like to do. Try it. I feel like it hurts more. Oh, these little side taps. You guys, I used to sleep on these. This was actually my first day trying them, and they catch fire, and it's nice. For those girls that are looking for that small waist, this is a little doozy here. Make sure you incorporate this. Don't mind me chewing my gum. It's something that I like to do when I train. It's the only time I actually chew. I just did a little tiny hold there when I was doing the jazz hands. Of course, in between I get a little stretch in. That was the whole thing, y'all. Try it at home. It's 4 minutes.